Hey, what's up YouTube? In this video, I'll be showing you how to make the Puke emoji. Oh, and by the way, just in case you have any more emoji related needs, feel free to check out the card system and the link below down in the description for my emoji tutorials playlist. It's getting bigger every week. Moving on, if you want to make the Puke emoji, here's what you're going to need. You will need some black stained clay and some brown stained clay. Also grab black wool and yellow wool. Also grab orange, red. You'll also need some lime green, and that will probably cover it, guys. So once you have each one of these materials right here, and once you've figured out where you want to make it, I'll be making it right here, you're going to want to kick off your Puke emoji with a single lime green on the floor. Then from that lime green, do an up left diagonal. Then go up on top of that diagonal by 3. 1, 2, 3. Then do an up left diagonal. And go left by 1. Then do an up left diagonal, and go up by 2, 1, 2. Then take out your black wool and go left of that second lime green block by 2, 1, 2. Then do an up left diagonal, and go left by 1. Then do 3 up left diagonals, 1, 2, 3. Then go up by 1. Then do an up left diagonal, and go up by 1. Then do an up left diagonal, and go up by 2, 1, 2. Then do an up left diagonal, and go up by 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then do an upright diagonal, and go up by 2, 1, 2. Then do an upright diagonal, and go up by 1. Then do an upright diagonal, and go up by 1. Then do 3 upright diagonals. That's 1, 2, 3. Then go right of that third upright diagonal by 1. Then do an upright diagonal, and go right of it by 1. Then do an upright diagonal, and go right of it by 2, 1, 2. Then do an upright diagonal, and go right of it by 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then do a bottom right diagonal, and go right by 2, 1, 2. Then do a bottom right diagonal, and go right by 1. Then do a bottom right diagonal, and go right by 1. Then do 3 bottom right diagonals, so that's 1, 2, 3. Then go down by 1. Then do a bottom right diagonal, and go down by 1. Then do a bottom right diagonal, and go down by 2, 1, 2. Then do a bottom right diagonal, and go down by 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then do a bottom left diagonal, and go down by 2, 1, 2. Then do a bottom left diagonal, and go down by 1. Then do a bottom left diagonal, and go down by 1. Then do 3 bottom left diagonals, so that's 1, 2, 3. Then go left of that third bottom left diagonal by 1. Then do a bottom left diagonal, and go left by 1. Then do a bottom left diagonal. Going left of that bottom left diagonal, take out your lime green wool and go left by 1. Then do 2 bottom left diagonals, that's 1 and 2. Then go down by 2, 1, 2. And what you now want to do is take out any colour, just take out your red wool and go right of those 2 lime green wool that you just placed by 1, each with your red. Then do 2 rows of 2 lime green going right, like this. You can then proceed to knock out those 2 red wool, take out your lime green again, and continuing to go down from this second lime green, just go down by 2, 1, 2. Then do a bottom left diagonal and connect everything together by going left by 1. And what you want to have so far should look a little bit, if we can zoom out enough guys, it should look a little bit like this. Perfect. It kind of looks like an emoji sticking its tongue out. It's really long, weirdly deformed green tongue. Once you've reached this point right here, guys, this is what you want to do next. So come all the way over to this lime green wool that we have right here. This top lime green wool that we have on the left hand side. On top of this lime green, go up by 2. 1, 2. Then do an upright diagonal. Then go up by 2, 1, 2. Then do 3 upright diagonals, so that's 1, 2, 3. Then go right of that third upright diagonal by 2, 1, 2. Then do 3 bottom right diagonals, so that's 1, 2, 3. Then go down from that third bottom right diagonal all the way down until you connect to the right hand side, and that is the vomit in all of its glory. That's the shape that you want to have with your lime green wool. Now, once you've got that taken care of, guys, we can now move on to the rest of it. So, take out your black stained clay and come to this point right here. You guys can see where we have this row of 3 lime green wool on the left hand side. Well, take this middle block of lime green wool and go left of it by 2 with your black stained clay, 1, 2. Then go up on top of that clay by 2, 1, 2. Then do 4 upright diagonals, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Go right of that 4th upright diagonal by 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then do 4 bottom right diagonals, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Then go down by 2, 1, 2. Then go left by 1 to connect everything together, and whilst this looks like some sort of weird looking mustache, guys, this is the mouth. And what we can do whilst we are here, just fill the center part of the mouth in with black stained clay. That's all you have to do for the mouth, really, guys. Just fill in that bit with black stained clay. There you go. Now, once you've got that taken care of, you now want to take out your yellow wool and come to the top of the mouth. On top of these 3 middle blocks right here, you want to stack 7 rows of 3 yellow wool. So on top of these 3 middle blocks, 7 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You then, going left of this 7th block right here, this 7th row of yellow wool, this left block, do 1 black stained clay, going left. Then do a bottom left diagonal. Then go left of that diagonal by 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then do an up left diagonal to give you this shape. And to finish off this shape, you just want to do a row of 3 black stained clay underneath that row of 5 black stained clay that you have right there. Then take out your yellow wool and going up on top of this left hand single diagonal, go up by 1 with your yellow. Then left by 1. Then place a black stained clay on top of that left block. Then do an upright diagonal. Then go right by 1. And do an upright diagonal. And go right by 1. Then do an upright diagonal. And go right by 1. Then do an upright diagonal. Then take out your yellow wool and go right by 3. 1, 2, 3. Then do a black stained clay. Then do a bottom right diagonal. Then go right by 1. Then do a bottom right diagonal. And go right by 1. Then do a bottom right diagonal. And go right by 1. Then do a bottom right diagonal. Take out your yellow wool and go down by 2. 1, 2. Then go left by 1 with your black stained clay. Then do a bottom left diagonal. And go left by 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then do an up left diagonal. Perfect. Now all we have to do is just place a row of 3 black stained clay underneath those eyes, and what you'll end up with so far, guys, should look a little bit like this. And those are all of the main features of our emoji just about complete. So that's the puke, just about, the mouth, the eyes, and the eyebrows. All we have to do now is we have to add some detail to the puke. I just had to make sure that I was saying that properly, because that's a disturbing phrase. We have to add the detail to the puke, we have to do some orange around the emoji, and then we just have to fill it in with yellow. Let's start off by doing the puke, guys, and then we can move on to the rest of it. So, coming down to the puke, this is what you want to do. So, the puke has some, for lack of a better word, chunks in it. So, we're now adding those chunks, guys, and then I'm just going to show you what it should look like. I don't really have it laid out on my plans like where these individual blocks are supposed to be going. So all you really have to do for this, guys, is you just have to randomly place like some yellow, some brown, some red, maybe even some orange if you want to. Randomly place it around the puke, and then all you have to do is fill it in with your lime green wool. So you just want to have something which should look a little bit like this, so you kind of just want to add some, like, I found that the best color combination is like a little bit of red, a little bit yellow, a little bit of brown clay. Kind of like add that there and abouts the puke. Of course you can add more, you can add less, you can shift it about, but then what you want to do is just completely fill it in with lime green wool. And like I said, I don't have any like instructions for that, like I didn't lay it out on the plans because it's just supposed to be a little bit random, and I'm sure that if you guys want to copy my pattern, then I'm sure you'll be able to do that just by looking at it, because most of the blocks are centered just next to the outline anyway, so I'm sure you'd be able to manage it. And once you've done that, the puke should look a little bit like this. There we go, looking very vibrant, very nice. Now, once you've got that taken care of, let's move on to the next bit. So the next bit, we now want to add a layer of orange wool that goes all the way around the inside of our emoji, guys. So we want to, with our orange wool, go all the way around the inside of our emoji. And we don't want the orange wool to connect, so it kind of just wants to sit on the inside of the black wool that we have, if you guys can see what I mean here. So it just wants to sit on the inside of the black wool, and we just want to go all the way around our emoji. So that's exactly what we're doing. I don't have any better way of describing it, but I will show it you in just a moment. So we want to have something which should look a little bit like this. Now, once you've done that once with your orange wool, you actually want to do the exact same thing again. So we now want to go all the way around the inside of the emoji with our orange wool once more, and we just want to basically just double up on the blocks that we've placed. Like, we don't want them to connect again, we just want them to kind of, you just want to go over what you've already done by one. And of course, I'm doing an awful job of this. I'm placing blocks wrong, left, right, and center. But hey, that's me. That's what I do. At some point in time, some year, I will eventually get used to the Xbox One controller. Eventually. Probably when the Xbox 2 comes out, I would guess. I wonder what the next Xbox is going to be called, actually, because I already have like the One, the 360. It's got to be the Xbox 2 anyway. So this is what you want to have so far for your emoji, guys. So once you've reached this point right here, all we have to do now is fill this thing in with yellow wool, which is exactly what we're going to be doing. So let's fill the face in completely with yellow wool. And then that's all we have to do. And I suppose that there's nothing really to talk about from this point onwards, guys, which is why I'm going to let you guys know. I always like to say this during this part and during the end of the video. Feel free to comment down below, guys, what would you like to see me build next, especially if it's emoji related. I always like to see what emojis you guys want me to make next. You guys always have some interesting ones to make. The ones that I always want to make are all animal related, and sometimes they're a little bit boring, but you guys usually have interesting requests. For instance, the puke emoji. And the last one that I did before this, or put up before this, I made the scared emoji, which I really love as well. I actually like both of these somewhat equally. The puke emoji and the scared emoji. So if you guys want to, feel free to let me know. What would you like to see? And you've actually got a pretty high success rate with the emojis. I love making these things. I really do like making them, and I like giving the ones that are a little bit harder a go as well. Like, I'm not just confined to the easy ones, which I sometimes am with like buildings and stuff. But the emojis, for whatever reason, I think that they're just my jam, and I find them quite easy to make. So, any and all emojis, feel free to let me know. Obviously, if there's one that's like impossible to make, like if it's just some sort of like squid monster with tendrils coming from everywhere with big giant teeth, essentially the Cthulhu emoji, which may or may not exist, might not be able to make that one. But, you know, within reason, I should be able to make any and all emojis, I think. I hope. But, yeah, I always like to mention that at the start and at the end, and this point in the video, I always like to mention that. I always like to reinforce that. I do like to read your comments as well. Usually, you guys have some pretty interesting things to say. I don't know why, but the emoji comments are always a lot more interesting than some of the other ones. But here we go, guys. This is what your puke emoji wants to look like once it has been 100% fully completed. And I should also mention that if you don't want to, you don't have to add the orange. If you just want it to be yellow all the way around the inside, that's completely fine. I just found that the orange kind of added a little something, but there you go, guys. So if you guys like it and you managed to make it, which hopefully you managed to do both of those things, you managed to like it, I would really appreciate it if you guys could give this video a like, a favorite, a share, anything you'd feel like doing to help me out, guys. I would just vastly appreciate it, as I always do. I love it when you show me love, and it only inspires me to make more and better videos. So if you would guys like, favorite, share, feel free to comment down below what would you like to see next in the emoji world, or otherwise also feel free to check out the card system and the link below down in the description for my emoji tutorials playlist. And I guess that probably covers it all, guys. So thanks very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.